Hey, Aries. Isn't it interesting how we've spent all this time observing time and how the observation of it has changed the way it interacts with you, the way you interact with it? I feel like your relationship to time is really altering. And that would make sense as I'm filming this. Your ruling planet, Mars, is currently exalted in Capricorn, and Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, and Saturn governs time. And so I feel like you're starting to value yours in a very different way. And that is appropriate. Hydrate, light it if you got it, get comfortable. What's up? It's your girl Jay, the High Priestess, back at it again with the general tarot reading for, or general actually, yeah, oracle reading actually, for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Aquarius season 2024, 2023. You know, it's just so weird. So don't get it twisted. We are still all the signs. We are still the zodiacal wheel embodied. But just for me and the way my relationship with Aquarius energy is set up, I cannot be just out here all willy-nilly in the ether trying to draw in messages for you guys. It's too much. I need to, Aquarius style, they're ruled by Saturn. They're traditionally ruled by Saturn and Uranus. I need to tap into like Saturnian like structure. So for Aquarius season, am returning to doing each individual sign. And I just need to make my life easier. And so that may resonate for you in some sort of way. There could be like going back to an old system just temporarily or to like get something done. Don't get it twisted. This is not how it's always going to be. But the OGs know that me and Aquarius energy, when it comes to reading it and like reading in the season of Aquarius, it's just, and I'm not trying to like be out here feeling all untethered. Like I'm dealing with that enough. Like, please, okay. So yes, we're going back to doing all the signs and dissecting there, but I'm doing it differently, and I'm just going with whatever deck I feel drawn to for each sign. And for you guys, it's the Star Code Astro Oracle deck, and so we are pulling from that. And not everybody may not get an Oracle deck. We'll see. But that's just how it's been going. I'm not trying to dictate the wave. I'm just trying to surfboard. Hello. I do feel like things are on the up and up. Mars, your ruling planet, is in Capricorn and is exalted. And so there's all this motivation towards, I feel like, it's been about redefining freedom so that you can understand what success truly is for you, so that you can redefine success and you can like come up with your own kind of like new plan or a new path or a new dream, or allowing that to be received versus you using your logical mind to create it. So I feel like a lot of you feel like there is this profound change in your life that you're already feeling, like, or you're sensing something's coming, and it absolutely is. So asking, actually, hold on. I'm not looking, I didn't see it, nothing. It went face down, but I want to go ahead and create a safe space for my benevolent ancestors, Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth. Thanking you for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Aquarius season 2023, 2024. Y'all know what we need. Y'all know what we need. So because I've been breaking it up in parts. Anyway, so we're starting off with a general message, and it is transits, which is climate. And this motherfucker is held up in the fetal position. And I feel like some of y'all are like, whoo, being transformed, being rebirthed. Like you've already experienced the death. You have reincarnated. I'm telling you, some of you I feel like have timeline jumped, or there's something like different going on. And I just feel like you are this is like you are amidst the rebirth, getting ready to be dropped out the cooch, you know, of the universe into the new like earth, the new foundation. 444, as I said, foundation. And so things are changing. Transits are when, you know, our planets fucking move and change signs. And so there's the like observing of the climate. And I've been talking to y'all about diving deeper into astrology and understanding transits more. I mean, understanding like your climate, your ecosystem more. Like people have been, for thousands of years, been using astrology to like, is it a good time to buy this property? Is it a good time to move? Is it a good time to sell this business? Is it a good time to break up with this person? Like you can use astrology for so many things. That's the whole point. But I do feel like it's number 55. 5 plus 5 is 10, so that's 1. There is a restart, a rebirth. And I feel like bottom of the deck, first house, arrival. What did I say? About to drop out the cooch. The cooch of the gods. There is some sort of like profound transformation. Some of you are like changing your hair or changing something about your appearance or the way that you like. Some of you are thinking about getting like plastic surgery. No, I'm not. Please disconnect me from any of that. From not plastic surgery. I'm saying there's people that are coming in that no. Anyway, I thank you for the divine disconnection of my personal life in this reading. Thank you. There is something like, some of you are like, climate arrival, changing climates, changing, oh, okay. Some of you go to a different climate and your hair responds differently, or there could just be something about like changing your hair, changing your aesthetic. Some of you are like working on your fitness, working on your fitness. And trying to, you know, I feel like we are in fixed winter, the fixed air. We are in the dead of winter and with Aquarius season here. And so there is something about understanding like winter workouts make summer bodies, baby. It's a thing. But some of you are being reborn in a very, unexpected way. It's just like, look at this alignment that's coming here. It's like you are aligned, you are so divinely protected, things are transforming. I feel like maybe even looking into astrocartography. All right, so what I've been doing is letting a general message come out that I didn't even have to ask for, it already came. The divine has so much of their hand in this rebirth process. And it's right on time. Ain't shit late. You're not late. Everything that you've been like, keep up with the consistency. Like, you've got this. And I feel like things are aligning where you're about to, Mars, you're about to get in motion. You're about to have the energy that you need to put into all the things that you're wanting to pursue. I feel like there is a healthier way to manage your time and energy, and you're doing your best to figure it out. Don't be afraid to ask for help. All right, so in love, romantic love, relationships, let's get a word. Asking for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising for this Aquarius season. That's what I'm just going to say. This Aquarius season. Vesta, Hearth, number 32. 3 plus 2 is 5. So for some of you, there may be like conflict in the home, or some of you, there is like a new flame that's been lit. I feel like some of you are partnership on the bottom of the deck coming in. You done found someone that's like a bird of your feather, or some of you are really like figuring out your definition of partnership, how that needs to evolve or, you know, shed. With partnership here on the bottom of the deck, there also may be someone with Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements coming in. Partnership is number 31. That's a 4. That's stability. I feel like from the 5 to the 4, going from a conflictual mindset or a conflictual experience in love into like true union with yourself, with friends, with you know, the birds of your feather, or like your people. But Vesta being the hearth, I feel like there's something here about like a loving home being created, or a loving, you know, kind of experience. I know Vesta is like a Virgoan kind of. I feel like we always have to read Vesta. I just saw it. Vesta call, and this is in regards to your love life. So eat the meat, leave the bones. Vesta calls you to be a hearth fire, to share yourself for the benefit of all, but to still have enough energy left to live healthfully, and give again another day. The second largest and brightest asteroid between Jupiter and Mars was named after Vesta, oldest goddess of hearth, home, and family, and the center of a strong community. The fire in her temple was never allowed to go out, and the fire in the hearth of every home was sacred to her. She did not get involved in politics or in the misadventures of the other gods. Action. Evaluate yourself and your life. Each human's task is to help reduce the total suffering on earth and increase the total joy. Your joy and suffering matters as much, neither more nor less, than anyone else's. Do not burn yourself up for another's cause, nor withhold your warmth, but share what you have to offer. This is not a situation where you need to take sides. Come back to the center, to the flame, to your hearth, to your core values. Focus on that center flame instead of the personalities involved. Remember what matters. Find that deep calm within. Light a candle with a prayer and use it to bring your focus to the center and let the rest fall away. Light a candle with a prayer and use it to bring your focus to the center and let the rest fall away. Then decide, advise, and operate from there. It may be time to take a retreat, a chance to clear yourself, clear your energy fields, cleanse your environment, reclaim your temple. If a relationship is truly of value and important to your soul, the person or team you're involved with will honor your process. Challenge. Vesta warns you to share yourself rather than sacrifice yourself. Your hard work at holding the situation together may be ignored or taken for granted unless you know your worth. Gift. Find the temple within. Ooh, that's what I was just about to say. Find the temple within, the place of quiet safety where you can tend the fire and carry the sacred temple with you always. Whoa. So I feel like also that speaks to like your relationship to independence, hyper independence, and like the Aries Libra me versus we shit, you know? Like, I just feel like there is no going backwards. We're only Aries, sun, moon, and rising. You're supposed to be moving forward and learning how to light your flame and keep it lit throughout until your season, because that's the next fire season. Just all 27. And that's exactly what your ruling planet is doing in Capricorn. This feels very Mars in Capricorn for me, even though Vesta is an asteroid. But there is this hydrate. There is something about you keeping your own fire lit, you self-motivating, you allowing yourself to take sacred time to relax and sleep, but also to tend to your house, tend to the temple within, understand that you are a temple. You are, your organs are your squad or your, you know, like Congress, whatever. Like, it's, I feel like also there could just be like conflict in like where you're wanting to live, or changes in your living environment. And I also feel like going towards and doing the things that make you feel on fire. Like, what the fuck are we, Aries, sun, moon, and rising, you are not going to be interested in lukewarm. You're not meant to be interested in lukewarm. And so it feels important to not play yourself. If some shit has gone lukewarm, honor that. And I'm not saying that in a non-committal way. I'm just saying, like, you know what's done. There's stuff that needs to be done. There's activities, there's friendships or connections that you know you need to be done with and move forward away from. So you can fucking do what you came here to do, boo. Anyway. All right, next we have career. So, I'm looking at what messages are there for Aries, sun, moon, and rising in regards to career. Also, before I move on, Aries, there's just like healthier flames of love, healthier sources of love. I feel like a flame has been lit. For some of you, there's like new connections coming in. Something is still burning, something's still hot. Like a flame that can't be put out. And it may be conflictual to your old paradigm. You know, there could be something that's coming in that's really making you rethink all of your principles and, you know, the things that you won, said that you won, what you would and wouldn't do, and blah, blah, blah. What you won't do, you'll do for love. You tried everything, but you won't give up. What you won't do, you do for love. You try everything, but you don't give up. Some stuff just flipped over, and I feel like that doesn't feel like, I don't feel like I've moved on. I just feel like there's new horizons, new levels to gain in your love life, and you've got to just figure out, you know, how you're going to honor yourself and honor what really like keeps you on fire for life. And like there is just this access to this, to your fire again. I feel like that's coming. Like you, some of you may be feeling really, really drained. Some of you have been feeling really tired, really just in maybe even a dark space. And I just feel like the light's coming up, the sun is rising, and you're like the gasoline on your fire. Anyway, all right, career. For career. Thank you. We have the 9th house, exploration, and again, what came out was Scorpio before, investigate. When it comes to career, some of you may be diving into new ventures. Some of you may be traveling for work, working while you're traveling, exploring like the engineer, like some of you maybe are engineering something or pioneering something new. And I feel like it takes more time than you think, or it requires more exploration or more investigation than you're giving yourself credit or allowing yourself to see. I feel like in regards to career, there could just be like shifts in your philosophy. There may be somebody with Sagittarius placements, Gemini placements coming in, somebody that you meet when you travel, or somebody that you're like, you meet when you're traveling and they influence your career in some sort of way. The direction of your career is changing. This also makes me feel like the Wheel of Fortune, which is Jupiter, ruled by Sagittarius, the 9th house. And the Wheel of Fortune looks like it's turning in your favor, babe, in career. And I feel like you're getting to travel, explore, see different parts of the world, or see different parts of yourself, see what is truly capable for you. There's some kind of a turning point, I feel like, coming in your career, something that you've been like crafting, something that is handcrafted for you. Some kind of shift or a repositioning, like going in a different direction. There's just forward movement in your career. And I feel like this feels like actual movement, like actual travel. Some of you may be like doing something in a different area than you thought that you would be. And we'll clarify more of that in the plunge over in Patreon, patreon.com/JustJEverything. All right, so for mental health, this is going to be longer than I wanted it to be. For mental health, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising, Pallas Athena, which is think. I feel like some of you are overthinking and some of you need to slow the fuck down and really look and evaluate yourselves. I feel like when it comes to your mental health, everything governs, all is mental. So when it comes to your mental health, there is something here about like evaluating your thought process, the words that you're saying, being 2222, being more masterful with your thoughts and your words. There may be somebody with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements that you're having to think differently about, or they're influencing how you think. 8th house mystery on the bottom of the deck. Don't be trying to like, there's a lot of Scorpio energy popping up. Don't be trying to like investigate, or there also, okay, maybe there's somebody creeping on your page or creeping on your stuff. There could be like scammers. Be careful of scammers. There could just be people lurking. But I also feel like don't get caught up in like stalking people's page and looking at social media and shit. But that doesn't feel like you. This feels like somebody else. So somebody else, they may have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or Scorpio placements. Or they may be a mystery to you or wanting to remain a mystery to you in some sort of way, or they feel like they're out of your league or some stuff like that. There could just be some like, like secret admirer shit. I don't know why this is coming up for mental health, but some of you maybe like you are safe, you're protected. Like don't be making something out of nothing. Like but also all of a sudden now I'm getting like stalkers, like, or if you need to like beef up security, also make sure that you're not exacerbating situations, you're not lying, like saying something is worse than it is. Be careful of exaggerating. I also feel like when it comes to your mental health, there's that thing here about the helmet versus the crown. I feel like some of us are maybe in a very protective place or fighting to stay the same, fighting to think the same, fighting, you know, some of you are, I don't even feel like some of us are struggling with mental health. And it's like you're in warrior mode in some sort of way, or being very guarded or feeling very guarded, versus really taking the helmet off and understanding like what war is actually yours to fight. Taking the helmet off and allowing yourself to receive a crown, allowing yourself to receive vision. Neptune coming through here. So I feel like some of you may be experiencing what like Tarot Land calls like ascension symptoms. I told you your relationship to time is changing, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So things may be getting real woo-woo, or real like different, or like you're seeing things from a different perspective. Like a new chapter in life, I feel like is really being presented in some sort of way. Your ruling planet is in Capricorn. Capricorn is a sign of I do. It's asking you to get motivated to do fucking better, so that when it goes into Aquarius, you'll know better. You'll be motivated to think more effectively and clearly, and communicate more effectively and clearly, and charge towards whatever, you know, exploration or vision or like shift in your life you think or you're seeing for yourself. All right, so when it comes to family, let's get some advice for family. We have cultivate, Taurus energy, number 2. Some of you need to make a choice to like go back home, go visit family, connect with your like go to your hometown. There may be somebody with Taurus placements really playing a role or standing out in regards to your home life. There also may be something here about property or money, possessions, like the things that you consider mine and then change. Interesting, this is Uranus. Uranus is in Taurus at the bottom of the deck. So a change that needs to be cultivated. I think a change would do you good. A change. I think that's Sheryl Crow. Yeah. I think a change would do you good. A lot of music has been coming through. Like I had to like close stuff out before I like came here. I was like, okay. It just felt like tabs of music kept coming in. Why did I put that back? Okay, for family, it was cultivate, Taurus energy. So choices, there could just be you having to make some money decisions or financial decisions. There could be some finances or some prosperity coming in with the family. Someone may be doing better or getting money. You, a mother, a parent, a spouse, a partner. There could just be a shift in, or even your friends. I feel like this feels like prosperity coming in by way of family, coming in by way of a Taurus possibly, making good decisions for this Taurus or for this person, There may be somebody really bullheaded or someone really stubborn in your family that something may be changing with their like health or hierarchy of values. Maybe involve somebody with Taurus or Libra placements. In regards to family, it's like choosing, like, how am I going to handle this? Am I going to handle this person like family? Like what, there could just be things are changing in what you've cultivated. And I feel like, for some of you, there's just some kind of like leveling up or prosperity or money coming in by way of, this may even be inheritance. There could just be like gifts coming in by way of family, a harvest to reap, people investing in you, people investing in your business. But I also feel like you fuck with the bull, you get the horns. So some of you may have a decision on, do you want to accept this person's kindness or be in this person's presence? Do you want to deal with this? How do you want to interact, or how do you want to have these conversations? I feel like it's time to make the choice to be truthful with your family. For some of you, it's time to make the choice to stop being so stubborn or bullheaded, or dealing with people who are really stubborn or like have fucking charged you with the horns possibly. We'll see. We'll clarify that more in the plunge. The moon is also exalted in Taurus, so I feel like there could be a lot of heightened emotions around family and the topic of family, or family may just be weird in some sort of way. There could just be a weirdness that I feel like needs to be pushed through, not swept under the rug. Okay, so next we have for the single people, for the single Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Y'all leave comments. Let me know if you like this style. It's not sticking around, but I still just want to like think, hear my shit anyway. Ooh. Single. Okay, I'm just gonna take all of it that came out. Fuck it. The moon is what I saw first. So perception, Chiron, heal, which is in your fucking sign, finally direct. And then the 6th house, sustainability. Jesus, Mary and Joseph, way to read me for fucking filth. Bottom of the deck is partnership again. Okay. Some of us, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising, have a really fucked up perception of love and relationships because of some shit that happened with our mother, or some shit that your mother said. Or like, okay, for me, one of my most, I'll admit this, my mother would fucking kill me for probably telling this online, but one of my mom used to always tell me, like, marry the guy that loves you more, marry the guy that like, fawns over you, and blah 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 blah. And it just got to a point where I almost did, and then got to a point where I was just like, no, but I don't want to have this, like, I want mutuality. I believe that I can receive like something that is sustainable. I believe that I can have like a mutually loving, equal level. We're equally hot for each other, equally into each other, blah, blah, blah. Like, I believe that I can have that, and that can be something that's sustainable. And it's taken a long time for me to be able to say that sentence. And so I feel like your perception, for those of you who are single, there's a lot of healing that's coming up with your mother and what you perceived as like womanhood, or being a wife, or being a mom, being a parent, being a lover, what a woman is supposed to be, what a lover or a wife are, all these archetypes, what they're supposed to be. I feel like there's like a healing of your perception with that thing. Chiron is healing you by way of forcing you to observe your wounds and observe the fucked up patterns of, the matriarchal bloodline. Having you really observe the fucked up patterns of what your mother and your mother's mother had to endure, what, in the path, like what cycles are you recreating? And I feel like 44 being the fucking 6th house and sustainability, 4s are stability. That's just, and then it just turned 40. Partnership on the bottom of the deck. I feel like you guys are redefining what you want in a partner, or someone is coming in and is showing you what you really want in a partnership. I feel like some of you are like, maybe you're just now freshly out of a relationship and you're finally like merging with, like, you're becoming your own partner. Like, you really are becoming stable again and independent again, autonomous. Some of you are finally understanding a healthier balance of me versus we. I feel like some of us are in this position where there are new people coming into our lives that are just gonna blow out of the water. Like, what? Oh my God, I can't believe I'm saying this as I'm saying this. Y'all, I really do be asking to disconnect from my shit, like from my personal life in these readings, because I have an Aries sun. But like, so for those of you who are single, your perception of emotions, how you deal with emotions, how you receive emotions from other people. A lot of you have thought like, oh, men can't be emotional, or women can't be trusted, or whatever it is. It's just like your perception is changing. I feel like a lot of secrets are coming up, secrets coming to the surface, healing coming to the surface. You're trying, okay, and this also, the moon makes me think of the moon card. So there may be somebody with Pisces or Cancer placements, Aries, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn placements coming into your life. Or your perception may be changing of those people amidst a healing journey. But some of you have been in like feral wolf survival mode for so long, and you don't know how to be the domesticated dog. And I'm thinking about the moon card in tarot and the lobster. And some of you feel like a fucking alien when it comes to like relationships or partnerships. Some of you, and I feel like there's somebody that's coming in. It's like the light to your dark, the up to your down, the shadow to your light, or vice versa, you know. There is this intertwining of light and dark, of light and shadow. I just feel like an equal match, or a healing pain. Some of you are like healing stuff with people, having healing conversations. There's just something sustainable coming in. That's what I'm really dancing around. I'm just shooketh with the whole thing about like sustainability coming in. So for those of you who are single, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising, I don't feel like you're gonna be for long, is how that feels. Or some of you are newly out of a relationship and freshly single, and you find a interpersonal sustainability within yourself that is going to really force you to look at your shadow, your light and dark, your trauma, and you're going to have to really get comfortable with oneness, comfortable by yourself. There is no healthy we without a healthy me. And so you're really, I feel like, starting to be more masterful with that. All right, so for those of you who are coupled or in a partnership or in a relationship, what came out is Leo, Shine, and Ascend, which is entrance. So for those of you who are partnered or in a relationship, like something committed, or you're in a marriage, like, you know, a happy one, like a marriage that you want to be in. I feel like there is something here with like authenticity coming through. There may be somebody with Leo placements playing a big role. I do feel like, let me look at these first. There is maybe you guys have been in a conflictual place and there is a big change because there is like an entrance, something new or someone new has entered the picture and it's changing things. Neptune vision also at the bottom of the deck. So I do feel like, and then digest, vision, digest. So I feel like, oh, wow. Vision, digest, beloved. Okay. Some of you may be thinking that your partner is cheating on you, or is like, maybe they're like, maybe some of you are polyamorous and there's a new partner coming in. And I feel like it may be a lot for you to digest that, like, your person is like in love with somebody else, or like amorous over somebody else, or infatuated with somebody else. I definitely feel like there's something here about like the black and white snake, the black and white hands, there could just be like dating people of different nationalities, dating people of different ethnicities, dating people with different, like very different backgrounds from you. And some of you, I just feel like you're learning something. Those of you who are in committed relationships, you're learning a different side or seeing a different side of your partner. And I feel like some of you may find that, oh, this feels weird. It's like they're thriving on their own, or some of you may be upset that like the person, I don't know, this is awkward. Well, this is awkward. I just feel like this escalated quickly. Shine, entrance. I feel like there is someone that, or something that has come in roaring in your relationship or in your partnership. They may have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements, people involved. But I do feel like ascendant is like, there is a new horizon. There is a new chapter. There is a new like perspective that's coming in. There is new energy that has entered. And the new energy that has entered is authentic, it's organic, it's boisterous, it's loud, it's roaring, it's regal. And that may be conflictual. Maybe some of you, maybe like your partner is getting like famous, or your partner is like leveling up in life in some sort of way. So there may be stuff with like envy here. Y'all need to talk about this. This is weird. And I feel like some of you have just like a very skewed vision of your partner right now. Yeah, vision and beloved, and then digest. But I feel like maybe some of you, like, it's time to talk about the vision. It's time. I feel like those of you who are in a committed relationship, or those of you who are in a marriage during Aquarius season, it's time for like a check-in or to attune to like, what is the vision? Where is this going? You know, how are we showing up, or how are we showing up for our goals or for our dreams, or blah, 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 blah. I feel like there is something here about finding community. I mean, that's Aquarius energy. The 11th house coming through. There is something about like diversity and community. And I feel like there's something like making sure you're not sitting up under each other or something. Or I feel like, I don't know why I'm getting like envy in the committed relationships, in the marriages. I feel like if something is coming up and you're experiencing jealousy, that's just showing you where you think you lack in somewhere. And it's important for you to start working on that versus projecting and mismanaging your own energy, being jealous of something. If you're jealous, if you get the tinge of jealousy, then that's, oh, let me go ahead and like start tapping into my originality and doing what it is that I need to do, so I can feel like, remind myself that I'm that person. You know what I mean? So don't expend any more than the prick of jealousy. When it comes in, that's just like, okay, so how can I go ahead and get my life more and like that, versus trying to take or copy or emulate what somebody else has. This is going to be juicy, yummy tea for the plunge. And I'll see you over there. Patreon.com/JustJEverything. We'll clarify the cards. Come join my ethical cult. I love you. Hydrate, light if you got it. Let's get into it. For the full version of the video, go to Patreon.